Huh? The cruise is gone! Based on our company's welfare, contract employees have to pay out of your pockets. Who said I'll have to stay home?
Trouble Busters!
Next week, we finally get to be on a company trip on a cruise. I'm gonna mimic that famous movie. Oh, but I don't have anyone to do it with. My name's Alan. I work for this company as a contract employee. Mr. Owen, there's something I'd like to confirm regarding the upcoming trip. Later, I'm busy. It says that the boarding time is tentative, but I guess they'll reach out if it's going to be changed. Huh? The cruise is gone! Hello, this is Owen, the department manager who's been working as a full-time employee for 33 years now. Sir? Oh, is that you, Alan? The cruise I was supposed to go on isn't here! It already departed, but I'm not on board! Oh, were you supposed to participate? I made sure to register. What? Oh no, he's right! I completely missed him! Mr. Owen? But hold on, I could hide my mistake. Alan? Huh? Based on our company's welfare, contract employees have to pay out of your pockets. Yeah? And for this trip, you'll have to pay almost $2,000 if you were to pay for it out of your pocket. Wouldn't it be too expensive for you? Of course, I'm aware that the contract employees are supposed to pay out of our pockets, and I decided to participate knowingly. It's okay, I understand your situation well. Excuse me? What's my situation? You don't have to put on a front like that. No, I'm not putting on a front or anything. I have no idea what you're saying. You should consider yourself lucky. You could save $2,000 by not joining this trip. Save money? I appreciate your concern, but I planned on joining this trip, and I'm already at the port. You said the ship already left, but isn't there anything you can do? Nope, we already departed. No way. I wish I could do something for you. I wonder if there's anything we can do. Well, you said you'd like to join even if you have to pay out of your pocket, but you should give up this time. What? Rather than paying money to get on this cruise, you should save that money for your living expenses. Think about how many months you'll last if you have $2,000. And you can put that extra money in your savings too. Yep, that's what you should do. That's true. $2,000 is a huge amount. Right? So I'd say it's wise for you to stay home this time. That's what I'd do if I were you. I see. So that's your opinion. Yeah, I'm saying this for your sake. Oh, I'm starting to lose perception. Hey, Mr. Owen! Guess Mr. Owen can't do anything about it. The cruise has already departed, and it's also true that $2,000 is a lot of money, but even though Mr. Owen was responsible in arranging this trip, he wasn't aware that I was supposed to join it, right? I know that he's always busy because he's the department manager, but isn't he being a bit too lousy? To add, it really bothers me that he's trying to blame it on the fact that the contract employees are required to pay for their own trips. This is a problem, and I can't just let go of this. Besides, it sounded like he's misunderstanding something, so I need to clear it up too. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! So glad the company trip started successfully. I worked so hard for this, and a luxurious trip like this is definitely the perks of us who'd always work hard every day as full-time employees of this company. All that's left for me is to enjoy the beautiful views and the gorgeous food. Huh? What's going on? Why is everybody looking out the window? Is there something out there? Oh, are there dolphins out there? I love dolphins! Let me see what's outside too. Sir, look how fast he's going. Yeah, dolphins surely swim fast. Wait, what? Alan? I thought you were staying home. Who said I'll have to stay home? Alan, you're so cool. He showed up on a cruise. That's amazing.
He's like a Hollywood actor.
Alan, what on earth are you doing? Why'd you borrow that small boat? You can't even afford it. Did you actually go in debt just to do this? No way. This is my ship, so don't worry about it. I already paid for it in cash. Your ship? Alan, are you teasing me? Remember how you said $2,000 is expensive? So I decided to come here on my own. That's not what I'm talking about. I can't even afford a ship. There's no way you'd be able to easily buy a ship. I probably couldn't afford it with just this company's pay, but I made about $200,000 per year with my other jobs. $200,000? Anyway, it's just weird to scream at each other over the ocean like this. You guys will make a stop soon, right? I'll go to your ship so we can talk later. Thanks for waiting. I feel like I was a Hollywood actor earlier. More importantly, about what you said earlier. Hey,
It seems like there's something going on in the ship, but is there a problem?
Sir? No, there's no problem with anything.
Oh, isn't that Alan's cruise? Why is it here?
Huh? How does our CEO know that Alan owns a ship? Let me tell you what happened. Oh no, he told the CEO.
What? We departed without you? Owen, what's going on? Aren't you responsible for arranging this trip?
Yes. So I'd like to be responsible and resolve this issue on my end. It's nothing to bother you about, so please go back to your room and rest.
No, I'm not doing that.
What?
After finding out about what happened to Alan, I can't just look away.
No, sir. You don't have to get so serious. It's just Alan.
What are you talking about? He is someone our company definitely needs. I need to make sure this problem is resolved, and we have preventative plans about this matter, so we can provide a work environment that Alan can feel comfortable at.
What makes you insist so badly?
Well, that's because I was the one who asked him to work for our company as a contract employee.
What? You did? Does that mean the two of you have known each other?
Yes. Shortly after I became the CEO, Alan came to our company as a sales rep from another company. At that time, our company's business situation wasn't good, and our operation wasn't efficient at all. We were in a situation where we had to turn the tables around as quickly as possible. He helped to confirm our company's situation and suggested a new system that would have been suitable for our operation. I don't even know what would have happened to our company if it weren't for Alan, and I really appreciate him.
Oh, I'm flattered. Because you were open to my suggestions when I wasn't even famous yet, I've been able to bring myself where I am today. Because you decided to implement those systems, the other companies started to be willing to listen to me as I tried to explain the systems we could offer. So I'm the one to appreciate you.
I wish I could offer you a position with a title instead of a contract position.
With a title?
But he has other work to handle as a freelance engineer too.
Freelance engineer? Alan? Really?
Yeah. What is it, Owen? Didn't you know? Alan is a renowned engineer in the industry.
Renowned? That's a big word for me. I work as a contract employee for this company while I work as an engineer, though. Outside this job, I'm in charge of development and operation of the internal systems for different companies. I was so happy that our CEO offered me a position with this company, but I still wanted to continue my freelance job, so that's why I decided to work as a contract employee here, since it was a bit better for what I wanted. So you said you make $200K annually, but is it from being a freelance engineer? Yep, I make more sometimes, but that's the minimum I make.
No way. I'm sure you make a lot more than that.
No, not necessarily. I'm learning so much from working for this company too. For me to get to work on a system version upgrade for the accounting system, it's a system that would handle classified information, and it's such a vital part of the company's operation too. Accounting system? Isn't that the important system that all the higher-ups use in our company? I knew Alan was doing something with the systems, but I thought he was just updating all the easy systems. I had no idea he was taking care of such an important task. Damn it. I've been working for this company for 33 years to finally get myself to become the department manager, and yet Alan's making so much more income than I am. And to add, he's being trusted with the company's important system. Not to mention he even owns a cruise ship. To make things worse, I had no idea our CEO and Alan were so close to each other. This is really bad.
Oh, oops, we got sidetracked. Anyway, Alan, how on earth did you end up missing the departure time?
I made sure to be at the port half an hour before the boarding time, which was supposed to be at 10 a.m., but the cruise was already gone by then. I rushed to call Mr. Owen, but
10 a.m.? Boarding time was switched to 9 a.m.
What? Really?
It was last minute, but General Affairs should have sent a notice by email to everyone who was joining this trip yesterday.
I never got that email. General Affairs? That's right. I can take advantage of that. Sir? I believe General Affairs is at fault for the fact that Alan ended up missing the cruise this time.
They are?
As the arranger for this trip, I've been dealing with the cruise company and gathering RSVPs from our employees on whether they're joining this trip or not. However, General Affairs was handling everything else about this trip. They came up with a participant list based on the RSVPs that I gathered, and they were the ones responsible for emailing all participants regarding the change in time for the boarding time this morning too. This means that the whole problem started when General Affairs forgot about Alan and never sent him that email. That's what the problem is.
That's true. I can't say for sure yet, but it sounds like there was a mistake on General Affairs' side too. Alright, let me go talk to the General Affairs staff about this.
My name is Celine, and I'm from General Affairs. I was in charge of arranging this trip and also communicating about this trip as well. Did you need me for something?
Celine, what have you done? You caused such a huge mistake!
A mistake?
That's right. You forgot about the fact that Alan was supposed to join this trip. He says he never got the email about the switch in boarding time about this morning. Alright, this way, no one's gonna find out about my mistake, and I can place all the blame on General Affairs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Alan's name wasn't included in the list of participants that you gave me, Mr. Owen.
What?
When I created the list of participants, I remember that all participants for this year were full-time employees. I haven't shredded the list yet, so I can prove my point as soon as we go back to the office.
Alan, don't tell me you lied that you registered your participation with me. No, I didn't. I made sure to leave the form on the box that's on your desk on the 19th for sure. I'm sorry it became last minute because I was busy with work, but I still made it on time, since I put it there before the due date, which was the 20th, right?
20th? Oh, I'm sorry to tell you this again, but Mr. Owen handed me the registration forms on the 18th. I compiled that information to create the list before the end of the day. After that, Mr. Owen never handed me any additional registration forms, so I never updated the list.
What? That's right. I didn't think there'd be anyone else who'd turn in the form anymore. So I decided to take those forms to General Affairs a little early, and I forgot to confirm that box after that.
I can prove the date I received the participation forms based on the day that I created the list. We can also check the surveillance camera and confirm the day I received the forms from Mr. Owen. That's all I have to say about this.
Do you have anything to say about this, Owen?
Yes?
Did you close the list without even letting the employees know about this? Did you not confirm inside that box on the due date?
Well,
There's nothing further I can tell you, so I'm excusing myself now.
oh no!
Owen, anything to say?
I didn't do it on purpose, I swear! I had no idea about the company's new policy about the trip, and I thought contract employees weren't part of the trip, just like last year. So I never thought Alan would be joining, and that's why I thought there wasn't a reason for me to wait until the last minute. Honestly, I wanted Alan to participate, so I was really disappointed. You wanted me to participate? That's right. I even told you that I wish there was something I could do for you, right? Wrong. Do you even remember what else you said to me? You said it'll be too challenging for me to pay $2,000 out of my pocket, and that I should be grateful that I get to put that money in my savings, or to spend that money as my living expense and just stay home. You said that I couldn't even afford to join this trip, or at least that's what you sounded like. You must have said those things to conceal your mistake.
Did he really say those rude things?
No, that was because I didn't know Alan had other jobs. I wanted to be considerate. You shouldn't be twisting my words like that. It's rude. No, you're the one who's being rude by saying those things based on your assumptions. Besides, I tried to confirm about this trip so many times in advance, but you didn't even care to help me out. If only you were helping me out at that time, none of this would have happened. That was because I wasn't aware that there was a new policy starting this year. That's why I thought contract employees have nothing to do with the company trip, right? Since I was under a different understanding, there wasn't anything I could have done.
There wasn't anything you could have done? But we made sure to discuss the changes in our company policies during our meetings, and there had been notices that were sent out to all employees too. Don't you realize that the problem started from the fact that you were being unaware?
I understand that it was my negligence, but as I mentioned earlier, I didn't do this on purpose. I genuinely had no idea. I wasn't being alerted in a way that I'd be let known. What? Just like how there had been a difference in how Alan and I understood the situation earlier, there are misunderstandings all the time about people in this world. Even about the company policy, there must have been a reason why I didn't fully understand the changes. No, that's a completely different subject. Moving forward, I'll be very careful about this.
Well, we can pretend that you're telling the truth.
Alright, I made it through.
The problem is the way you handled the situation when Alan reached out to you. Huh? He called to tell you that he missed the cruise, right? He intended to join this trip, and there were definitely things you could have done for this matter. Besides, in an emergency like this, you have the option to have him join the trip from one of the stops that we'll be making. In fact, that was the rule, wasn't it? That was what it said on the meeting minutes and the documents that the cruise company had given to us too.
Oh, was there such a rule?
Anything to say about this? Did you even confirm these matters?
You didn't confirm anything, did you?
Can you really say that you did the best out of what you could do as the arranger of this trip?
I wasn't aware of those rules either. I believe there was another glitch in communication here too.
I don't care about the communication at this point. Even if you weren't aware of the rules, shouldn't you have done something about this matter as an arranger? As an arranger, you're responsible in doing anything you can in case of any issues. It's lousy of you enough that you didn't even know how to handle this situation. But weren't you being way too lousy for not even trying to solve this problem after discovering what was going on? This time, the error happened for our company trip, which is an internal event. But how would you have been responsible for this matter if it were anything involving our client companies? Are you going to give excuses, saying that there was a glitch in the communication?
No, I always make sure I get myself together when I'm dealing with other companies. To prove that, I've never had any huge issues with our clients, have I?
Or maybe you were concealing them.
Dang!
Someone who can't even manage an internal task would never be able to handle things properly outside the company.
I never knew Mr. Owen was such an irresponsible person. Sir, my contract is almost about to end, but when it comes to the contracts and the tasks from thereafter, we can't just keep things the way they are now anymore. There are many things that I'd like to reconsider.
Oh, Alan.
Since I appreciate you so much, I've been in a good relationship with you outside of the business aspects too, but after seeing such lousy management from someone with the title, I'm afraid that in case of an issue with the system, the responsible party would end up becoming unclear, causing trouble down the road. And if that were to happen, it'll only cause damage on both of our ends.
That's true.
Alan, you're such a terrible man! Our CEO has taken so much care of you, and now you're talking about reconsidering the contract now that things aren't going the way you want? It's only a company trip. Aren't you bringing in personal emotions into work?
No.
Huh? I'm not doing this to get revenge on you or out of personal emotions. As a matter of fact, I've been putting in too much personal emotion into work until now. Because I had personal feelings and relationships until now, I've been working here only because I wanted to help out our CEO. I was hoping that I'd get to continue a positive relationship like this as long as our CEO was okay with it. But it's a different story when there's someone like you working here. Because of your lousy work ethic, I can already picture myself getting in trouble with you down the road. That's why, even though I'm really sad I have no choice but to be cold about this and simply consider it a business relationship.
Alan is exactly right. If a lousy person like you would be allowed to do things the way you do, it should be considered my responsibility. I can see why Alan is saying that he'd have to reconsider his relationship with our company, but as for our company, we've grown so much only because of Alan's system. I promise that we'll look over the management and the way things are conducted internally at our company. It's fine if you decide to reconsider your relationship with our company once more, but will you please at least continue the relationship with us?
Oh, sir, he's really valuing me so much. Sir, what exactly do you mean by looking over the management?
It's you, precisely.
Me? What?
Don't you realize that our company's at stake all because of you?
But it was just a small mistake at the company trip.
I'm not talking about the mistake itself. I'm saying that your lousy work ethics, the sloppy job, and the way you tackle work are the problems. We'll be discussing what to do with you after this trip.
No way! I'm so sorry. I admit that things were my fault. I promise I'll become a better person and work even more diligently than ever. So will you please rethink this? Oh, that's right. Alan, I'm really sorry about everything. You understand how I feel, don't you? So let's just call it a day. As long as Alan forgives, so will the CEO. I can't really tell if you're sorry about anything, because communication is just so challenging. Also, if you think the situation will change if I were to convince him, you're completely wrong. I'm only a contract employee, so I'm not entitled to tell the CEO to do anything. Damn it! He knew exactly what my intentions were!
So that's it. Just enjoy the company trip for now.
There's no way I can enjoy the trip like this! As a result of a review of the company's internal management structure, Mr. Owen was reassigned and stepped down from his position as department manager. He reportedly worked alongside regular employees for a while, but his pride as a former manager seemed to get in the way, and he continued to cause problems. In the end, the workplace became uncomfortable for him, and he chose to resign. Unable to find a new full-time position, he's now said to be scraping by on part-time work, struggling to make ends meet. As for me, I successfully built and completed the management systems for the administrative division and finished my contract period without issue, leaving the company on good terms. Even after that, I've continued to take on work from the company as an external partner for system operations and upgrades. And thanks to the president, we've maintained a strong and positive relationship. This whole incident turned out to be a valuable experience that deepened my own sense of responsibility toward my work. Trouble Busters!